Hello and welcome back to Remember the Flowers. We will be continuing where we left off, which, if you recall, is after Aaron, or Axel, took Cyrus up to his snowtop apartment. And I believe they were having a nice little lunch, and Cyrus started crying because I guess he's touch-starved or something. And before that, Cyrus kind of sort of met Vita, but wasn't able to see them yet. And a very ominous interaction, but we'll see what happens though. To see, that's gonna be like bad ominous, or if that's just in Cyrus's head. But anyways, let's see what happens. Eventually, I get my emotions under control. My face is still a little flushed. I don't remember getting emotional this quickly before. I guess this past week took more out of me than I realized. Maybe I do deserve to sit around and do nothing for a while. Just a week or two, then I'll ask Aaron about maybe a part-time job or something. I'm not sure what to do from here. But I hope at the very least that I can enjoy it. If I can eat food like this every day, I'm sure I can manage. I set the spoon down before I bring the bowl of soup to my mouth to finish the broth. Chapter 8. Above the Clouds. That was really good. Reflexively, I hug my stomach and lean back against the cushy couch. My eyes are closed, but I can hear Aaron chuckle next to me. I'm glad you liked it. It's a simple recipe and it can last for about a week. I'll show you how to make it sometime. I like that. Is there a kitchen I can use at the base? There is, but it's not the best. If you want, I can get it fitted with any appliances you want. Thanks. I guess I'll need to get a job to pay you back. You don't need to, Cyrus. Not this again. I need to be more assertive. I appreciate it, but it would make me feel better. I don't want to just mooch off of you. But you said you need help at the bar, right? At least let me work to help pay for everything. I'm happy to see that Aaron caves. Alright, I'll try to set that up in the coming weeks. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets denied though, just as a heads up. Is it too out in the public? To an extent, the bar is pretty heavily monitored. If I'm working, you should be allowed to come along, no problem. I see. One more question. Am I allowed to know who you're working for? Aaron hesitates. Not right now. We need your credentials to come in first. Then we'll meet up with our boss, and she'll ultimately decide what we end up doing. Anything I should expect? Probably instances of secure lockdown at the base for extended periods of time. She gave us a brief rundown. You're a unique case because you're staying with us. We usually relocate people we've rescued. Am I really that special? Indeed. Once you meet with Vita, we might be able to make some decent progress. I see. Aaron doesn't give me a moment to contemplate that as he claps his paws together. Let's enjoy ourselves until then, at least. You ready for that shower? I stroke my greasy, dirty hair. More than you realize. Then let's get you to the bathroom. Need any help cleaning up? No, I'll handle it. I like washing dishes. I think we'll get along nicely. I'll be on dishwasher duty next time, when I make something for you. Oh, then I'll look forward to it. This way, it's upstairs. You have a second floor? Yep, that's where the bathrooms are, after all. Wow. Not to state the obvious, but this guy seems pretty loaded. Back home, a single-story condo was pretty expensive, but two? Post-apparent apocalypse? His line of work seems much more lucrative than Lance's. Who would have thought human trafficking wouldn't be a good way to make money? Oh, sorry, just zoned out. Mind showing me the shower now? Of course, right this way. Aaron motions his head, signaling me to follow. Sorry if I track dirt inside or anything. Don't worry, I don't mind. You didn't seem to have any other clothing besides what you have on. Yeah, I'd like to go shopping to remedy that at some point. We can do that. I know some shops that we can get to. My treat, no buts. Damn it, guess I'll have to take you up on that. Yes, you will. I can hear Aaron chuckle as he leads me up the stairs. Is there an elevator in this building? Yeah, the door we came in from. Why? I always thought that it was funny that condos had their own personal elevators. It's convenient to say the least, especially considering our circumstances. Aaron flicks on a light, revealing a well-decorated hallway. My room is on the right, and the guest room is on the left. You have your own bathroom in there. Oh, I'm sleeping in the guest room? Yeah? Do you want to sleep with me, or... Wait, no, that's not what I meant. Aaron smiles sheepishly while I stammer my words. What did you mean then? I don't know. I thought I'd be sleeping on the couch or something. Aaron furrows his brow. What? Why? You're my guest. Even if I didn't have a spare room, I'd offer you my bed at the very least. Oh, that's, very nice of you. Thank you, Aaron. No problem. Everything all right? Yeah, just... At the last place I stayed, I slept on the couch. Well, that's kind of rude, isn't it? I can tell he's trying to be careful with his words. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring him up. It's fine. I don't mind you venting about him. You have every right to. Aaron sighs. Believe me, you're not the only one who likes to vent about him. I can imagine. Maybe over dinner we can have a big gossip session. Sounds like fun. Haven't had a proper sleepover in a while. Same, must have been years. Likewise. Here, enough talking in the hallway. You've got a reservation with a shower. Yes. Aaron chuckles before making his way into the guest room. It's spacious, maybe just a little smaller than the living room. It's well furnished and impeccably clean, almost reminds me of a luxury hotel room. Here's your room, Cyrus. There are extra blankets and pillows in the dresser if you need them. Pretty much everything can be used manually. You should be able to use everything without issue. Manual? Isn't that normal? Around here, it's common to control bits and pieces of your home with an axiom. I know not everyone has one, so I made sure that the guest room was accessible. Considerate as always. I'm excited to try the axiom when we get the chance. I'll need to make sure that it's still working. Been a few years since it was used. Should probably wait till tomorrow. Got it. I assume that's the bathroom? Indeed. Holler if you need anything. I've got some work to do in my room for a little while. Alright, sounds good. Thanks again, Aaron. I really do appreciate it. If you keep thanking me, you're gonna make me blush. Really, it's no big deal, I promise. I can see his tail flick from side to side as he rubs the back of his head. Aw, he's adorable and cute and round. Oh, hang on. He points to a rectangular thing by one of the bathroom walls. If you open that, you can dump your clothes inside. It'll take it to the washer downstairs. You can put everything in, and it'll determine how best to wash it, including your shoes. Wow, that's handy. And a huge improvement from my last living quarters. I'll leave a robe on your bed. Need anything else? No, I think I'm good for now. I'll let you know if that changes. Sounds good, and remember, take some time to relax. You've got the time to do that now. I shall do my best, boss. See you later. Aaron chuckles before patting my head. See you in a bit then, Cyrus. Once I see him turn the corner, I decide to get down to business. Stepping into the bathroom, I can't help but notice how big it is. I mean, it's not huge, but it's bigger than most bathrooms I've ever been in. I think the bathtub might even be a hot tub. Score! I quickly take off the jacket and almost toss it into the laundry thing Aaron pointed out. adding that to my mental to-do list. Oh shit, I gotta take everything out. I doubt the gun would go over well with the rinse cycle. Huh, I thought I had more stuff. I carefully place the gun on the counter before digging into my pockets. All I find is a piece of lodestar and the pen Lance found for me. Where did I leave the journal? I rack my brain. Did I leave it on the train? Damn, who would have thought that a guy with amnesia could be so forgetful? I just hope it doesn't end up biting me in the ass one day. I put my few belongings in the satchel Aaron gave me and put it on the counter. Thankfully, the laundry receptacle thing wasn't too hard to figure out. It looks like you just need to lift the top up and drop your contents in. Almost reminds me of a big cooler. Running water starts soon after I open it. Once I drop the jacket in, it takes no time for it to be zipped away. Weird. I shrug it off as I move to take off the rest of my clothes. Ugh. I cringe as I feel like I have to literally peel the turtleneck off my body. Why did I think wearing a turtleneck through the desert was a good idea? Regardless, I take everything else off and toss them in. The bandages on my hand are the only thing left. I should have asked Aaron about them before he left. With a shrug, I start to unravel the fabric. To my surprise, my hand looks mostly healed already. The flayed skin is crusty, probably dead by now. If there wasn't a shower waiting for me, I'd take the time to peel it all off. Wait, I'm getting off track. I'm relieved to find the shower easy to use, no newfangled tablet or anything. Just a classic knob on the wall. God bless. It doesn't take very long to get it to a good temperature either. Instead of washing my hair first, I decide to sit under the warm steam for a little while. I wonder how long I'll be able to use this shower. Wait, just today I think. I'm not staying here either. Jesus. Now that I have some time to myself, it's starting to sink in. Aaron did say I could visit whenever. Maybe if the base has a shitty shower, I can just pour it up here then head back. Heh, wow, when did I get used to this? I dare say that shower was one of the most pleasant experiences I've had since I woke up. Aaron stocks it with lots of shampoos and conditioners. Even now, I can smell my eucalyptus and mint-infused hair. That's nice. Sure enough, once I leave the bathroom, I'm met with the robe and a few towels on the bed. Good, this head of hair needs its own towel. Once I'm decently dry, I slip on the robe. It's big on me, but it's comfortable. Very soft. I'm glad it covers my arms, but it feels weird exposing my legs. It's nothing Aaron hasn't seen, I guess. I debate on heading out right away, but I decide to take this rare moment of alone time and savor it. Besides, I want to see how nice this bed is. Maybe it's due to my lack of pain, but I want to freefall backwards onto it, really test it. As I spread my arms out in a T-pose, I'm suddenly interrupted by a knock on the door. Cyrus? You doing alright? Ah, damn. He's probably heard the shower turn off. Yes, I'm okay. What's up? Your clothes are all cleaned up. Can I come in? Quickly, I try to sit naturally on the bed. Yeah. Aaron slowly opens the door to peer in before swinging it open. How was the shower? Just what the doctor ordered. Aaron grimaces. Oh no. What? Something wrong? Well, while you were in the shower, I was notified that your credentials have been cleared. Ah, that's good, right? It is, but... But... Aaron sighs. Just worried is all. You'll be meeting with Vita first thing tomorrow. I take a deep breath, but all in all, I feel fine. Alrighty then. I think I can handle it. I hope so. When you get your memory back, make sure to tell me your favorite foods, alright? Least I can do is to try to make your favorites. I turn my head away and manage to hold back an internal groan. He's so damn nice. I clear my throat. Ahem. Yeah, I'll be sure to do that. Good. I turn back to him. Despite the stress he's under, he's still smiling. We can go shopping too. Get you a proper wardrobe and whatnot. Not gonna turn that down. Could definitely use something lighter to wear. Anything in particular? Hmm. I want to be smart with this. I don't want to just brandish my mangled body in public. Not yet, anyway. T-shirts and pants? I can wear the jacket to hide my arms. Maybe some shorts while I'm at the base or here. We can do that. If you want, we could ask Vita about potentially covering your scars up too. What, with makeup or something? They have serums to help hide scar tissue. It'll be more permanent. Huh. There's a thought. I never actually considered getting rid of them. I look at my right arm and trace the lines. I think I'll wait before deciding on that, at least until I figure everything out. Mind if I ask why? Well, I actually don't know. Maybe it's that, for right now, they're one of the few concrete parts of me. I look towards him. Is it weird that I feel sentimental about them? I don't think so. They're a part of you, after all. Aaron leans closer to me. Mind if I feel them? My heart skips a beat. No. Go ahead. Thank you. I hold my arm out for him, and he delicately takes it with one paw. He's very calm as he starts to examine me. I'm sorry they did this to you. I don't reply right away. It feels awkward because I don't clearly know what it is yet. Aaron seems to know full well what each scar means. He takes his free paw and lightly traces a few of them. Despite being so big and foreboding, he's extremely delicate. I can feel his velvety soft paw pads. It almost tickles to the point I jolt a bit. Aaron immediately pulls away. I'm sorry. Did that hurt? No. It's just, it felt like you were tickling me. Aaron exhales. Ah, good. Sorry. Nothing to apologize for. You're fine. I look over my arm again. They kind of look cool in their own weird way. I'm surprised you don't mind them. Me too. Must be a subconscious thing. Maybe. Alright, I've bothered you enough. After you get dressed, I can give you a tour of the town. If you want, that is. Why not? I'm kinda tired of being cooped up. Sounds good. I'll be downstairs. Take your time. We have all day. Got it. I promise I won't take too long. Aaron responds by patting my head before ruffling my hair. Hey! Aaron only chuckles. I'll see you in a bit then, Cyrus. Even though I'm groaning, I can't help but crack a smile. Aaron chuckles before getting himself off the bed. As he turns the corner, he waves at me. I wave back at him. Once he shuts the door, I fall flat on my back on the bed. Yes. Very firm. It's not long before I get up. I wanted to relax for a little while longer, but I'm already bored of sitting around doing nothing. That gets me to start thinking about getting my own axiom. I've been curious about their capabilities since I was first introduced to them. At the very least, I hope it can keep me occupied during my alone time. Maybe I can even use it as a journal. Actually, that does get me wondering. Did the axiom make pen and paper obsolete? No, they're not that common. I don't think. Maybe Lance really was just too stupid to learn how to write. Wouldn't surprise me. He couldn't even hold a pen. Time to get dressed. I slip off the robe and look over my tattered body. Guess it won't be long till I find out what's really been going on. I'm nervous, but also looking forward to it. I just want closure. Once I get my shirt and pants on, I'm surprised by how soft they feel and how nice they smell. I can't pinpoint what the scent is. They just smell fresh and clean. My attention is soon drawn to the jacket. I can't help but stare at it. Eventually, I sit down and pick it up in my lap, feeling it around. It feels a bit softer now, not nearly as smelly either. Why am I keeping it after everything? Irritated with my own weakness, I put it on. We're on a mountain. I'll probably need it. That's all I tell myself, not wanting to think about it anymore. Even though my shoes look a lot cleaner, it still doesn't feel right to walk around in someone else's home with them on. Oh shit, wait. Before I pick them up, I go back to the bathroom to get my small bag of items. Once I make sure I have everything, I make my way out the door. I'll have to ask Aaron if he has any socks I can use. Walking downstairs is a bit surreal. It feels unnatural for me to be casually walking around in a place so nice. Aaron's in his living room working on his axiom. Oh, hey there. Were you taking a nap? Nah, just thinking for a bit. What you working on? Just put in a few orders I thought I'd get ahead of time for you. Oh? Like what? Was doing some research and thought I'd get some kitchen appliances and a couple sets of clothes. It gets pretty cold up here, so I wanted to make sure you had appropriate clothing. Oh, well, that takes care of that. I'm warning you, I'm gonna start a tab so I can slowly start paying you back. If that makes you feel better, go ahead. I just won't teach you how to transfer money. Joke's on you. I know you can print it out. Crap. We both start laughing. Speaking of, do you think this is enough to wear? It's all I have. You could stand another layer or two. I don't think I have much that fit you. Maybe I'll be immune to the cold, wouldn't even feel the frostbite. I don't think that's how it works. Oh, I know. I'll be right back. Aaron half jogs to what I assume is a closet. He quickly comes back to me, presenting a rather long scarf. Here, this should keep you warm. Before I can take it from him, he starts to wrap it around my neck. I just stand there, letting him adjust it. There, how's that? Through thick fabric, I let out a muffled, okay? Aaron smiles sheepishly. Sorry, it is a bit big for you, huh? It should keep you warm, though. I struggle to pull it down enough to speak clearly. Instead, I just give him a thumbs up. Is that good? This again? Huh. I shake my head and laugh before opting to just speak through the fabric a bit louder. Yeah, I'm good. You ready to go? Aaron chuckles. Sure, Sai. Let's show you a bit of Lambent Peak. Aaron heads over to the front door and starts punching in something on the keypad. In order to not end up back at the base, I'll have to turn off our specific capsule system. When we were still setting it up, I once opened the door in just a towel. Glad Rose was the only one there. Aw, that's cute. There, now it's just a regular elevator, shall we? Aaron opens the door. It looks like a completely different elevator. I nod as I enter. What strange technology. According to the number presented above the door, we're on the 5th floor. It doesn't take long for us to make it to the bottom. There's no one in the main entrance, not even an employee. Where is everyone? Shouldn't there be a service desk or something? Oh, like I said, not many people live up here. We just pay bills through the axiom, so there's no need for many staff. Weird. Alright, let's go. Brace yourself. I don't have time to ask for what before he opens the front entrance. A frigid blast of air comes through, immediately making me shiver. Think you can handle it? Aaron asks with some concern. To show some assertiveness, I make my way out first and into the courtyard. I didn't grow up in the north for nothing. In fact, it's almost kind of nostalgic. The desert got cold, but not like this. Plus, there's snow. I wonder how high this mountain is. There's definitely clouds below, but also some above. I'm not a meteorologist by any means, but I've been told some clouds don't get above 7,000 feet. That's how mountain tops have snow despite being above the clouds. I think. In any case, it's gorgeous. I look back and Aaron ducks to head out the entrance. The condominium isn't actually as big as I thought. If they're all double units like Aaron's, then there's probably only 3 or 4 sets of condos. It looks like it's partially built into the mountain too. Not my first design choice, but it certainly stands out. Guess someone's had cabin fever for a bit too long. Not surprised. Aaron comes from behind and points in front of me. We have to take some stairs to get to the main plateau. There's only a few shops up there, but they're pretty high quality. Aaron motions for me to come closer before he holds out his paw. Open your hands. I do as I'm told and he drops a small wad of paper. Wait, are these plums? Think of it as a starting loan. I'm sure there's stuff you want to buy too. My treat. I shake my balled up fist at him with fervor, but greedily accept the donation and then stash the cash in my bag. I want some gloves ASAP. The cold is easily penetrating my clothes, but I think I'll be fine as long as I'm covered. As we walk, I notice Aaron's boots. They look sturdy, but they have an opening so some of the paws stick out. Are they for his claws? Don't you get cold in those? A little, but nothing I can't handle. What about you? You seem pretty used to this. Where I grew up, we had snow like this all the time. I'm more at home here than in a desert, that's for sure. I'll have to keep that in mind. We should still fix you up with some new gear at least. I'll say, some wool socks would be nice right about now. Sounds like a good place to start. Let's head to the shopping block then. Aaron leads me down the aforementioned stairs, which gives me a good look at the town. It looks pretty small, maybe just about 24 buildings in total, if that. I guess that'll make it easier to navigate. Watch your step, a lot of the paths are heated, but after a fresh snowfall like this, it'll be a little slippery. Got it. We make our way slowly. These sneakers are not going to cut it. I need some decent boots while we're at it. Just hope that they sell human clothes up here. Thankfully, due to the small volume of shops, it doesn't take us long to find a lot of what I need. Apparently, this place is so fancy schmancy that they don't even physically keep a lot of merchandise up here. You just go to the counter and ask for what you want. After that, not even a minute later, they'll port it to the front desk for checkout. I'm surprised there even is a checkout, but I guess technology can't do everything. I score myself a nice pair of wool socks, boots, and some mittens. Aaron helped me figure out how to pay for things, like practice for when I get my axiom. It looks like mobile banking to me, not too hard. As soon as we pay for everything, I put on my new socks and boots and instantly feel so much better. Aaron chuckles as he stores the crappy sneakers I had in his axiom. Glad to see someone's having a good time. Hard not to. I couldn't wait to get out of those things. Can't say I blame you. Sure you don't want another jacket while we're here? I think I'll be fine. I warmed up a good amount just walking around. Got it. Don't hesitate to let me know though. Don't want you suffering in silence. Yes, sir. I'll be sure to tell you. I head back outside to test out my new boots. I can't even tell I'm walking on snow anymore. Indeed, I do feel pretty comfortable out in this kind of weather. Although now that I think about it, there is one part of my body that can't seem to get warm. My back's been feeling kind of achy. I have some supplies to pick up down the street. Afterward, we can head home. That all right? Sounds good to me. Honestly, that's probably about all I can handle anyway. Starting to get a little tuckered out. I can always give you a piggyback ride if you want. I might need to take you up on that. Don't worry, I'll be okay for a while longer. Then by all means, let's go. Aaron takes us down to one of the last buildings on the plateau. I can even see the guardrail blocking the edge of the cliff. Whoa. Can I look over there? Oh sure, just be careful. I'll only be a few minutes. I nod before slowly making my way towards the edge. Just like before, I can see an ocean of clouds in front of me, along with the sun clear in the sky above. With the freshly fallen snow and lack of people on the streets, it's nice and quiet. Through the few breaks in the clouds, I can see the green on the pastures below along with a crystal clear river. It's beautiful. Without realizing, I start humming the melody of a song I can't remember. Hmm, hmm, hmm. If I had energy, I could see myself slow dancing with someone up here. It's that picture perfect. Instead, I just continue with the melody for as long as I can. Hmm. When it fades, I'll see you, like shooting stars. Hmm. That's all I can remember. For some reason, I get the feeling it was a somber song with happy lyrics. I can hear someone clapping from behind me. Snapping myself back into reality, I turn around. Aaron looks happy for some reason. That was beautiful. You've got a nice voice. Why, thank you, Axel. I can't help but scratch the back of my head and look down. I'm not sure where that came from. I don't think I usually sing. Well, regardless, it sounds nice. Thanks. You get everything you needed? Sure did. Ready to head back? Yes, sir. Let's go. I take one more look over the horizon. Wish I had a camera, but I guess I can come here whenever I want at the very least. I catch up to Aaron as we make our way back to his place. What time is it? A little after 3 p.m. Oh wow, I didn't realize how late in the afternoon it got. Time flies when you're having fun. Fair enough. As we talk and walk, I still can't shake the feeling of discomfort coming from my back. It's like an icicle is creeping underneath my skin or something. What is going on? I stop walking for a moment and reach underneath my sweater to feel around. It's not long before I feel something that feels nearly frozen. And circular. Oh fuck, are those the ports on my back? I get Aaron's attention. Hey, we might have a problem. What's wrong? I get him to lean down to my level so that I can whisper to him. He drops his jaw almost instantly. Shit. Okay, here, climb on. Aaron drops down to a knee so that I can wrap my arms around his shoulders. Without hesitating, I do so, and he sets a speedy pace back to the condo. Aaron has me sit in the living room with my shirt off, but wrapped in a blanket. It'll just be a minute. I need to boil some water. Take your time. Sorry, I didn't mean to alarm you. No, nothing to apologize for. I should have remembered about the ports on your back. I didn't think about it, but those are definitely susceptible to frostbite. Great. Guess I won't be coming out too often after all. Think we'd be able to get them removed? No, I doubt it. Here, can you stand up and turn around for a second? Sure. I place the blanket down and do as he says. I can hear him wringing a cloth full of water. Let me know if it's too hot. He starts to gently apply a hot towel to my back, which makes me tense up momentarily. Thankfully, it doesn't take too long for me to completely relax as he gets to work. That feels good. I can't help but slump forward in my bliss. Maybe these things on my back aren't so bad after all. Aaron chuckles. I'm glad you're already feeling better. Good thing we weren't out for very long. I'll have to ask Vita how to work around this for the future. They know how to take care of these. Aaron goes over each of the ports one by one, easily warming me up. I've never seen any like this, though. I can't even tell what model they are. There are different kinds? Yeah, they are. There are different versions they give based on the user. I see. I'm starting to recall something. It's hazy, but I think getting these things embedded into my back was one of the last times that I could really feel pain. I shake my head, opting to at least get something enjoyable out of the situation at hand. Since you're liking this so much, I can do it more often. It's probably difficult to reach back here yourself. You're telling me, although I worry that they might still rust. They shouldn't, but we can ask Vita about that tomorrow. Alrighty. Aaron starts wiping my back with a dry towel. Okay, how's that feel? I turn back around to face him, feeling way more comfortable. Much better. Thank you, I appreciate the help. Anytime. Aaron exhales a breath of exhaustion. Let's try to avoid anything else stressful today. No complaints here. What did you have in mind? A beep comes from his axiom. With a smile, he starts to swipe through a few screens before shutting it off. Well, how about we go through some new clothes I got for you? Whoa, what, already? Yep, they were just delivered. It's not much, but I hope they'll be comfortable. Wait here, I'll be back. Just need to head downstairs. I'll try not to burn the place down. I'd like to see you try. He says coyly before heading down the elevator. Wait, was that a threat? I look around. Maybe there's some sort of high-tech sprinkler system. Or it could be as simple as I don't know how to use anything to even start a fire. I shrug to myself before plopping on the couch. I go to put my turtleneck back on before I stop to think. I'm already going to be replacing it soon. Might as well keep it off, right? I fold it up and then put it on the coffee table, along with the jacket. Man, what an upgrade of a situation. Although I guess since my credentials are already here, I won't be sleeping here past tonight. Oh well, one night here beats a week in that crummy apartment. While waiting for Aaron, I trace over the scars on my arms. Wonder if that's something I'll do when I'm bored now. Curious, I make a ring with my index finger and thumb and try to clamp it around my arm. There's even extra space. I really need to bulk up. A ding at the door notifies me that Aaron's back. He walks in, easily carrying a crate under one arm. Hope I didn't keep you long. No, not at all. Welcome back. Aaron places the crate down next to the table. Let's see. I got you some shirts, pants, pajamas, socks. He keeps going to the point where I almost get concerned. You didn't need to. I know, but I wanted to be prepared. Can't argue with that, I guess. Let's find you something to wear for the evening. I can ship the rest over to the base tomorrow. I hop up from the couch to inspect the crate. It alone looks pretty expensive. I can already feel myself going into debt just to pay you off. I'll set you up with a payment plan that has no interest. How nice of you. Aaron sticks out his tongue for a moment before sliding a slide of the crate, opening it. Compressed air hisses out from it. Ooh. Everything's all folded up to be efficiently packed together. If we're not going out, I guess pajamas would work for the rest of the day? I'm not one to wear pajamas around the house usually, but I think I deserve to be comfortable all things considered. Sure, they should be down here. He takes out a stack of pants and picks one pair out, along with the t-shirt. I hope I got your size right. I had to do some guesswork. Knowing me right now, extra small is still too big. I graciously accept the clothing. Rose runs a gym, right? Can I try to work out there? Way ahead of you. We were actually in the talks of making arrangements for physical therapy for you. Geez, is there anything you don't think ahead on? You say that, but we lost you for about a week. You know what? That's fair. Well, if you want to get changed, there's the bathroom around the corner. I'm gonna start prepping dinner for later. Something fresh. I'm looking forward to it. Good, and do you mind if I change out of my work clothes? It's your house. You don't need to ask me that. Condo. Aaron finger guns at me, to which I roll my eyes at. Yeah, be right back. Same, I'll go change upstairs. Aaron goes to pat my head, but I sidestep out of the way. Don't think you'll be able to get me every time. Oh my, am I going to need to use my cat-like reflexes next time? I'll have you know I had plenty of training against such reflexes. Then I guess I'll need to be a little more serious next time. He gives me that mischievous look that I can't help but chuckle at. Now hold on there, I think I could use a bit of a handicap, wouldn't you say? I'll have to think about that. I'll be right down. He makes his way up the stairs. I huff as I start heading to the bathroom. Sure enough, even this small-sized shirt is a little baggy on me. Oh well, guess that means an extra small wouldn't be that outrageous. The sweatpants are baggy too, but at least they're comfortable. I get a good look at them in the mirror. The shirt is black with a vertical gold stripe on the right side. The pants are similar. Uh-oh, I hope that Aaron doesn't think I normally like to dress in black. I really shouldn't complain. He did buy them for me. Maybe it's time to broaden my horizons. Again. For the billionth time this week. I grab the clothes I was wearing and head out of the bathroom. I met with Aaron in the kitchen, stirring something in a pot. Looks like he's in his own pajamas, not that I blame him. I'm sure he's had just as stressful of a time as I have recently. I walk up and then pull out a chair at the kitchen bar. Oh. Exposed belly. There you are. How are they? Comfortable? Very. I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record, but thank you, I appreciate it. Really, it's no big deal. But, what's a record? Now I really feel old. Well, it's an old-fashioned way to play music. There were big discs that you had to use special equipment to play. Oh, like CDs? Huh? Oh, yeah, kinda, just a lot bigger and annoying to use. Interesting. Can you tell me more? How come? Aaron pours something into the pot he's working on. You could say that I have a passion for learning things like that. Ever since you mentioned your home, I've been curious as to what it's like. Obviously, you don't have to if you don't want to. I don't see the harm in it. Can I ask you stuff as well? Of course. I'll have to watch what I say, restrictions and all. Fine. This'll make for an interesting game of 20 questions at least. What's that? Already wasting your first question. Aaron turns to give me a worried expression, like he actually did something wrong. I can't help but laugh. Sorry, just joking. As you know, my memory is a bit scattered, but I'll try to answer what I can. In that case, why don't you tell me about your university life? Oh boy, where do I start? We ended up chatting for the next several hours. Eventually, we made our way back on the couch while dinner finished cooking. Aaron asked me specific enough questions that I could recall nearly everything. More and more memories flooded back to me over the evening. Nothing groundbreaking, but a lot of quiet and slow moments I missed. Although for some reason, Aaron looked a bit sad from time to time. When I asked if anything was wrong, he would wave it off. You sure that everything is okay? I'm fine, seriously. Although... Hmm? Aaron responds sheepishly. I have to say that I'm a teensy bit jealous of your upbringing, at least from what you've told me. How do you mean? Aaron sits back on the couch with a mug in his paw. It just sounds nice to have a simple and quiet life is all. I take it you've been moving around for a while? Pretty much ever since I could remember. I see. Well, by the looks of it, you do live comfortably. That I do, but it wasn't easy to get to this point. In all honesty, I've only had this condo for a couple of years. Before that, I just lived on the base. How'd you find this place anyways? Oh boy. Oh, if that's a touchy subject, you don't have to talk about it. No, sorry. I need to stop worrying you so much. I do want to be honest with you whenever I can. Just don't force yourself for my sake. I will do my best. Anyway, back when Xavier was still with us, we actually had a mission that brought us up here. Aaron looks towards the window to watch the setting sun. We thought we'd be untouchable if we lived up here. The condos were still in development at the time, so I set myself up to work enough to be able to afford one. Aaron has a bittersweet look on his face. I'm sorry to hear about Xavier, and that I can't seem to help about it. Don't apologize, it's not your fault. That's not good enough for me. The least I can do is try to help him. I sit back on the couch and really start to concentrate. Xavier. Xavier. Eventually, I do recollect something. It's not much, and I can't put a picture to it. I just hear someone calling for someone named Xavier. Was I asleep? I look over at Aaron and debate on whether or not I should tell him. I want to, but I don't know if I should give him false hope. I'll wait until after my session with Vita tomorrow. Maybe we'll find out more after that. If he was a carrier, it's possible we were hauled up in the same place. You said you wanted to go to the university, right? I wouldn't mind, but I don't think I'll have the time. Plus, I never got a proper education. That makes me blink. Wait, what? But you're easily one of the smartest people I've met here so far. Aaron chuckles. That's nice of you to say, but I had to teach myself most everything I know, mainly to survive. Huh. I heard the education system was wonky here, but I didn't realize it was that bad. Oh yeah? What'd you hear? Well, Lance told me that it was exclusive enough that he wasn't able to enroll, at least at the orphanage he was at. Oh, yeah. Only one of us was able to really go to school back then. He'd come back and tell us what he learned, though. That was nice. I blink again and shake my head. Huh? What? What do you mean? Axel looks puzzled for a moment before letting out a sigh. He didn't tell you that we were from the same orphanage, did he? That makes me lean back and inhale deeply. No. No, he did not. You were all there together? Not all of us. It was just me, Lance, and did he tell you about Reggie? I shake my head. He didn't tell me about pretty much anything. I see. I really should stop being surprised by this point. But yes, we all grew up in the same orphanage. Reggie had enough talent that they allowed him to go to school. I start thinking back to the one time that I've ever seen Lance happy. Was he, a deer? An elk, actually. How did you know? Lance had an old tablet that he kept with a group shot of you all. He's the only one I haven't seen. Ah, I see. Unfortunately, he did pass away a few years ago. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it hit us all pretty hard. He and Lance were actually close. Growing up, Reggie was always very patient with him. Aaron chuckles. Though, as we got older, he became exasperated with his antics. Always the voice of reason. Is that right? What happened? Aaron takes a deep breath. Fuck, I really have to stop asking about sensitive subjects. But I really want to know. To better understand everyone. Chismoso. You know Xavier was a carrier, right? Well, a while ago we were out on a mission with Lance and Rose. Reggie and Xavier were back in town doing surveillance work, while we were breaking into a building run by Resume. Aaron takes a moment and starts to tap his free paw on his thigh. I don't interrupt. We got a call from Xavier. They were ambushed. Apparently, there was a breach, and they caught wind of where they were staying. Aaron takes a sip from his mug, although his wrist has a slight shake to it. Reggie was already dead when we got back. Shot a few times in the abdomen. Xavier told us he got him to take a capsule and ported him back to base. We don't really know what happened before that. Aaron takes another moment and breathes. Lance was pretty shaken up after that. He constantly blamed Xavier, both behind his back and to his face. Aaron pinches the bridge of his nose. I should have seen it coming. After that, I think he was looking for an excuse to get rid of him, by any means necessary. You couldn't have known. I know. Still. We sit in silence for a little while. I'm nearly done with my own mug, but I don't want to break the quiet just yet. Aaron stands up, which causes me to jolt a bit. Phew, sorry about that. I gotta stop making things awkward. Don't apologize. I think I've got a similar problem. Sorry to make you recount all of this bad stuff. Well, it's the least I can do. We're basically making you do that tomorrow. Let's hope after that we can just relax for once. Well, like I said, I'll help you with whatever you need from here on out. I appreciate it, seriously. Aaron moves to pat my head again, but stops. Oh, does this actually bother you? If it does, I'll stop doing it. It's a bad habit. I sigh with a smile on my face. No, it doesn't really bother me. Thank you for asking. Aaron perks up a bit more and ruffles my hair. Anytime. Dinner's probably just about ready. Let's get something to eat, then head to bed. We both got a big day tomorrow. Sounds like a plan. Here, mind if I help set up the bowls and plates? Sure, I'll show you where they are. For once, we were able to enjoy a meal without incident. Aaron made a nice and spicy soup with some steamed vegetables on the side. They remind me of potatoes, nice and starchy. They're purple, which I thought was weird, although I guess we also had purple sweet potatoes. Whatever they are, they're very tasty. I could get used to eating Aaron's meals on a regular basis. Right before finishing dinner, Aaron pops open a small bottle and pours a few pills into his paw. He tells me he usually has trouble sleeping, and they help knock him out. I get that. Aaron shows me how to put the dishes away in what seems to be a high-tech dishwasher. It looks the same, but cleans the dishes in a few minutes. Aaron claps his paws together to clean them off. Alright, I'm about to hit the hay. Do you need anything else before bed? Nope, I think I'll be good. I still have my canteen of water upstairs if I need any. Gotcha. If you need anything, don't be afraid to knock on my door, alright? I'm about to respond, but Aaron interrupts me with a great big yawn before he starts stretching. I'm beat. I'll see you in the morning. Alright. He's already starting to slur his speech a little. Even a big apex predator will turn into a sleepy cat at the end of the day, huh? You better hurry before you start needing me to carry you, which won't happen, unfortunately. Good night, Cyrus. See you in the morning. Sounds good. I'm gonna put the dishes away, then head up myself. Aaron does a dopey nod a few times before excusing himself. He slowly shuffles himself up the stairs, letting out a few more yawns all the while. Maybe I should ask for what he takes next time. Looks effective. Ah, melatonin. How I miss you. Sure enough, all the dishes are perfectly cleaned. I gotta get one of these too. I look up the stairs once I'm done. Now that I'm alone, I start to think about tomorrow. I'm still scared. I don't have any more busy work to do though. No use delaying the inevitable. I make my way up the stairs, albeit a bit slowly. I can't stay lost in my own head for long. I can hear Aaron snoring all the way out in the hall. His door is open. I debate on going to close it, but I don't want to be rude. I doubt I'll be sleeping much anyway. I flip the lights back on in the guest room and sit on the big bed. The moon is out and about tonight. Guess I'll have someone to keep me company after all. I look around one last time for anything to do. Obviously there's nothing. I'm even already in pajamas. I guess I can rinse my mouth out with water. I need to ask for a toothbrush tomorrow, though. I stare at myself in the mirror. I look tired as hell. I cup my hand and hold it under the faucet. The water is nice and cool. I pour it in my mouth and try to get any excess food down the drain. I wipe my mouth and look at myself one last time. Alright, it'll be fine. I think I've made peace. Still, this is going to be one tough night to get through. I turn off the bathroom and bedroom lights and then make my way to the bed. I don't bother getting under the covers just yet. Instead, I lay down on the pillows and face the window, just wanting to stare at the moon for a while. Damn, this bed is nice. Hope the one in my new place is just as comfortable. I can't help but hug myself around one of the pillows with anxiety in the pit of my stomach. Maybe I haven't made peace with everything just yet. I kinda wish Aaron was here right now. So far, he's made me feel at ease. Although, it's a bit too childish for me to bother him over something so silly as having trouble sleeping. I sigh to myself. Guess I haven't gotten any more backbone either. Starting to get sleepy, I turn away from the bright moon, clutching a pillow to my chest all the while. Despite my racing mind, my exhausted body wins the fight, and I slowly drift off into an uncomfortable sleep. I feel something foreboding all around me. Am I dreaming? I can't see or hear anything. I just feel it. It's like I'm drowning, but I can breathe. It's keeping me in place, not wanting to let me go, never allowing me to leave. Eventually, I hear the sound of someone knocking, followed by something cracking. Fresh air floods my senses. I wake up and jolt upright, breathing erratically. Cyrus, you awake? We gotta head out soon. He sounds almost as tired as I am. At least I won't be the only one having a rough day. Yeah, I'll be right there. I quickly grab my clothes from the dresser and then start getting dressed in the dark. The bright moonlight is still flooding the room. Without hesitation, I grab the jacket and put it on before answering the door. Aaron jumps. Oh, there you are. How are you feeling? Tired, but fine otherwise. How about you? I didn't get enough sleep, but I'll manage. We should head out. We can eat when we get back. Alright, any reason we gotta do this so early? Our boss wants any information as soon as we can. Vita agreed to meet us first thing in the morning. Let's go. Alright, lead the way. Aaron grunts as he makes his way down the hall. He's not even hiding how agitated he is. Couldn't have let you have one more day. He's talking to himself. I choose not to respond to it. I'm too busy with my own thoughts. In fact, we don't talk the whole way there. My heart rate starts picking up. I can see Aaron's tail twitch in front of me. He doesn't turn around. We start walking down the unfamiliar halls of the base. Since I supposedly have credentials now, I guess I don't need to keep my eyes shut. The space looks like an office that someone with too much money would run. Everything looks obnoxiously minimalistic. There are a lot of other hallways with doors that all look the same. This unfamiliar setting isn't helping with my anxiety at all. Eventually, Aaron stops in front of a door at the end of the hall. We're here. His tone is deep and focused. He knocks on the door. No response. It catches me by surprise when he starts banging on the door. Hey, maybe they're not awake yet? Bullshit. They can get their ass up if they want us to do this so bad. Do what, exactly? We both whip around to the voice behind us. I assume this is Vita, as they're wearing a lab coat. Where were you? I was using the bathroom. You know I like the one on the other side. Can you take this seriously? Aaron asks in a gruff tone. Vita pinches the bridge of their nose. You're the last one I want to hear that from right now. If you're going to make me wait an extra day, you can wait 10 minutes. Aaron bites his lip. What do you mean? Vita sighs. Aaron insisted we wait before starting to recover your memories. He knew he only had the rest of the day before we got going. I was ready to work all night for this. Shouldn't you, of all people, be sympathetic towards what Cyrus is going through? It's because of that I want to help him as soon as possible. You really think that this will help him? This is going to help all of us, and you know it. Aaron's fur starts to bristle. He's even baring his teeth. I don't appreciate the idea that you think I'm going to enjoy this, Aaron. If you really wanted to help him, as you claim, you would have taken him as far away from here as possible. Vita starts moving towards the door. Now move it. I have work to do. Vita is dead calm as they stare up at the visibly angered tiger. I don't want Aaron to do something he's going to regret. I take his paw in my hand. He whips his angry face towards me, but it immediately softens. Cyrus? Listen, I've made up my mind. I don't know what's going on, but I want to get the whole picture instead of wandering in the dark. I take a deep breath to calm myself. If I'm going to regret anything, I'd rather it be choices I made myself. But... Well put, Cyrus Cantwell. Just call me Cyrus. You're Vita, then. That is my alias, yes. They extend me a hand. It's not going to be pleasant, but let's make the best of this. Yeah. Whatever this is. I take their hand and shake it. Aaron takes that as his cue to step aside. I can tell you're scared, and I don't mind if you hate me after we're done. Vita calmly unlocks the door. But for your own sake, I need your current self to die. I don't even know how to respond to that, so I don't. I just nod. After you, Cyrus. Thank you. After a moment of reluctance, I walk into what I assume is Vita's office. They follow me before turning around to Aaron. You're not coming in, Aaron. Excuse me? You and I both know that you're going to cause a big fuss, hurting both you and Cyrus in the process. Vita reaches for the door. And I'm not going to let that happen. With lightning speed, Aaron grabs Vita's wrist. He exhales a hot breath through his nose to Vita's face. Vita is as calm as ever, as if Aaron's monstrous grip isn't hurting him. Vita holds up his other hand with their axiom. Do you seriously want me to call Titania over this? That gets Aaron to freeze. I... Vita uses that moment of hesitance to pull out of Aaron's wrist and shut the door in one fluid motion before promptly locking it. If Aaron is banging on the other side of the door, I can't hear it. It's dead silent. Vita takes off their surgical mask, revealing some sort of mechanical jaw. I'm too anxious to ask about it. Again, assuming I'm going to enjoy this. Vita turns their attention to me. All right, let's have a seat. Sure. This looks more like a small apartment than an office. There is a corner of the room that's blocked by hospital shades. Vita pulls them back to reveal a small space that I assume he works in. There's 2 hospital beds along with a doctor's desk. Do you want to lay down or sit? I can sit. Vita pulls out their chair and motions me towards one of the beds. Do you mind if I smoke? I guess not. It's your office. Thanks. As they reach into their coat pocket to pull out a lighter, I catch the bracelet that they're wearing. It has a character, a Chinese character I can read. Your bracelet, that says dream, right? Vita raises their brow before lighting what looks like a homemade cigarette. They take a drag before exhaling. To my surprise, the smoke smells rather pleasant, almost herbal. I can't remember the last time someone was able to read that. My best friend was Chinese. I picked up some stuff from her. But wait, doesn't that mean... I clutch my head as a wave of pain hits it. Vita takes another drag before producing a notebook. Let's get this over with, for both our sakes. To be continued. Obviously, what's awaiting poor Cyrus is probably not going to be good. Or it's going to be very heavy, in emotional and stuff like that. We're finally probably going to get our answer as to what the memories are. Like, are they actually memories or are they, fake stuff? I'm still leaning towards fake memories, but yes, who knows? But yeah. I probably will subscribe to the Patreon because the next update is already up. The build 9. And I want to read it. But of course, you guys would have to wait for me to actually post it until it becomes a public update. Also, I don't know if these guys also do what the Smoke Room does, where they'll release the Patreon update, and sometimes it won't have little things here and there that will be in the public update. And it has happened at least like twice, once with William and once with the Clifford update, where I pre-recorded with the Patreon update, but when it released for public, it had like different things or had like some stuff added to it. Like with William, it had the journal added to it, but my recording doesn't have that because it wasn't on the Patreon update. So I probably would wait until it goes public, or just like right before it goes public. But anyways, to record, I mean. Anyways, but yeah. So, so what do you guys think is gonna happen in the next update? Write down in the comments. I'm leaning towards not very good for stuff, or it's gonna be painful for Cyrus, both emotionally and physically, probably. Because Aaron makes it seem that it's gonna be bad, or that Cyrus is not gonna come out the same person, which I suppose would be true because it's basically stuffing a whole person's memories worth of stuff in another person who, I mean, kind of doesn't have that much to begin with. But, I guess technically personality would change a little. But it might be also traumatic to remember everything. Especially if it includes what happened to Cyrus and how he got, in Resume's paws or hands. Whatever the people there working have at the time. If they have paws or hands. Anyways, but yeah. Also, I'm curious what happened to Vita's jaw. Like, did it get ripped out or what? I should maybe do like a synthetic voice thingy that I do for some other stuff, maybe. It kind of looks like he has robotic voice text, so I guess that would work. Anyways, but yeah. So again, in the comments, write down what you think, is gonna happen. And also, we got to see, Axel's belly a little, got to see the bottom part. Something I wouldn't mind rubbing, his tummy. Don't get your mind in the gutter. Keep it out of there. Anyways, but yeah, poor Cyrus. Anyways, I wonder who also, what was the name? Titania? Or Titania? Or something? I wonder if they're the boss or if it's just security, but I'm assuming it's the boss. Because Aaron looked like super like, oh shit. So I'm assuming that's gonna be the boss, and it's basically saying like, stop, stalling and just let this happen because, the boss is, wants this. Are you gonna get on her or his bad side? Or their bad side if they, don't subscribe to any gender? But yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to wait until it goes public to record. And I really want to subscribe, but I'm saving up money right now. I'm poor. I'm a poor Mexican. Well, we'll see. Anyways, thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play Remember the Flowers yourself, you can find it over on itch. If you would like to play the Build 9, which is already up on Patreon, then, I will post a link down in the description for their Patreon, which you can subscribe to, get early access to builds and stuff. And, yeah. And if you would like to follow Jericho or the Remember the Flowers Twitter pages, there will be links down in the description. And I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.